So hello children, we move on to part 2 of our video lesson on percentage. So in the part 1 we have seen and done few questions. Let us recap one or two things and then we will take more sums. So number 1 is whenever percentage comes, it comes with into 100%. So as I told you, 100 and percent are good friend, so they come together. Sometimes if we have two friends, very good friends, so we try to go together to play, to eat and all. So whenever percentage goes or we remove, whenever percentage is removed, okay, what happens? 100 comes in the denominator. Okay, 100 comes, okay, in the denominator, or 100 comes down. 1 by 100 also we can multiply by 1 by 100. 100 comes in the denominator. So more format and more thing we will see when we come to harder questions from question 7 onwards. So here we move to question 3. If you have seen my part 1 of the video where I have given you introduction to percentage and I have solved question 1 and 2. So here we go to question 3. Convert the following fractions. So fractions we convert to percentage. So this question, children, I'll teach you by two methods. 213 by 50. Okay, let me do this two sums. There are two methods. If you see the very logic, okay, we have to bring percent. This question is to convert the fractions to percentage. So children, this is fractions to percentage. So percentage, if you see my very early part of part 1 video, you'll see meaning of percent means out of 100. So in mathematical terms, children, out of 100 means denominator is 100. So how to make denominator 100? We multiply by 4. This is a logical method. Method 1, children. See, logic always is above formulae or rule, because rule, formulae, everything comes with logic. Maths is a collection of well-defined logic. So now you will say, sir, denominator we make 100. Why to multiply the numerator? No. Any operation you do on a fraction, it has to be both. If you multiply a denominator, you have to multiply the numerator also. So our basic idea will say, sir, why 4? Because 25 fours is 100. We get denominator as 100. This is the meaning, children, of percentage, whose denominator is 100. Okay, so if you have seen part 1 video, you must see that nicely, maybe 2-3 times, because many things we miss out when we see it for the first time. So 17 fours are 34, 68. This is what is, children, nothing but 68%. Try to understand when I use formula in method 2. 68% means 68 out of 100. So when I write this, actually I mean this. Okay, so when I write 68%, it means 68 upon 100. This is a symbolic representation. Percentage means 100 is down. Okay, so as I said, when percentage is removed, 100 comes in denominator. This is the basic logic, not removed. Means if you remove it mentally, this means 68 out of 100. So method 2, I'll tell you formula method. Method 2 we have 17 by 25. I go to this. You want to bring percentage, so percentage comes with 100. Okay, 100%. 25 fours are, this is also 68%. So children, this is a formula, but this is the main logic, children. Okay, see, ultimately it comes 4. Why? 4 into 25 gives you 100. Okay, so this is the logical method, and this is how we do to bring percentage into 100%. Same with this question. You see, convert your mixed fraction into improper fraction. So we get, children, 2 into 50 plus 13 by 50. So we get 113 by 50. So logical method will be so easy, children. I want to make, see this method, denominator 100. So we multiply both by 2, children. So we get 226 by 100. This is nothing but 226%. Children, percentage can be above 100 also. Okay, 100, 226 upon 100 is 226%. You will say, sir, where it is applied? Medicine, I was saying, many times medicine, they make 500% profit. Means if they have spent money on 10 rupees or to make the medicine, they can sell it for 50 rupees or 60 rupees. Okay, that much profit percent is there, 500, 400%. Got it? So don't think so answer will be below 100. Okay, sometime profit percent or any percent can be beyond 100. So here we can do by formula, children, also if you wish. What we do, we multiply by 100%. 50 will go 2 times, 113 2s is 226%. So this is method 1 and this is method 2. So kindly pause the video and copy. So children, we move on to question number 4, where we change decimals into percentage. So let us see here. We see the first logic. We multiply by 100. Okay, so to bring percent, these two things are very simple but very, very important. And I have given you the logic also why this comes. So whenever you multiply, children, the value increases and the decimal goes to right. In my previous video, I told when you divide what happens. So decimal will come here. So it will become 43%. Whenever you multiply, things become bigger, decimal goes to right. So this comes here, we put 1 0, you can put or you may not put. So this step you don't show, directly we show 43%. Means, listen here, children, in decimal, the total 100% is 1 rupee. Total is 1 rupee. Okay, like 100 paise. So how much is 43 paise or 0.43 out of 100? Okay, you'll say, sir, how 0.43 is becoming 43? 0.43 out of 1.00. So this out of 100 paise, you can write it as 43 paise. Okay, so this is the reason. Okay, because many of you wonder why 0.43 is becoming 43. In the same way, children, 0.007, as soon as you bring percent, 100 comes, and decimal, this part you don't show, this goes to 2 place, so it actually becomes 0.7%. Okay, percentage is there, no, because when you remove, this will be divided by, suppose I want to show you back. Okay, so let us check whether we have done it correctly or not. So if we go back to 0.7% and if we remove percent, children, you will see I taught you that when percentage is removed, 100 comes in denominator. So when percentage goes, 100 comes in denominator, and whenever you divide a thing, children, it becomes less. So decimal will come towards left. So this 0.7, 1 place, 2 place, 100 has 2 0. So decimal will come here and we put another 0 to highlight this. So we get 0.007, which is my question, children, if you see. Once more, we had to find this decimal, we have to convert to percent. So just we have seen, when you have to bring percent, we multiply by 100 and percent. Both the friends come together, 100 comes with percent, or you can say percent comes with 100. So when you multiply, children, decimal goes to right, we get 0.7%. And which I told you, if you want to check whether we are right or not, you remove percent and you see you get back the same answer. So we bring percent, we can remove percent. So this question, just I am recapitulating you. I have shown you by method 1. Just once more I will tell you. 0.43. Okay, what we do in the method 1 is, when percentage comes, we multiply by 100. 0.43 becomes 43%. Decimal goes to 2 place. I said this you don't show in your working. Now another method, children, method 2, if you want to see, is this logical method, which I was telling you in the other sum, is when you remove the decimal, 2 decimal to the right, 100 comes down. 2 decimal to the right, it will go 1 place, 2 place. So what do we get, children? 43 by 100. Okay, and if you remove decimal, you will get divide by 100, you will get 0.43, and if you remove decimal, you get 43 by 100. This is the meaning, children. Percentage means out of 100, so 43% is nothing but 43 by 100. This is a symbolic way of writing 43 by 100. 43% means 43 by 100. So this is another way where we convert decimal into a percent. So kindly pause the video, then we will go to other sums. So here we see, we have seen fraction to percentage, we have seen decimal to percentage, and vice versa. Now we are going to see ratio to percentage. Children, ratio means 2:5, means 2 divided by 5. Now there are 2 methods again, as I was telling you. One is logical method, means if you suppose there is 5-mark exam, you get 2 marks. How much you will get out of 100? So to make 500, multiply by 20, and as I said, if you multiply denominator by 20, you have to multiply numerator also, because ultimately this will cancel. 2 by 5 will remain 2 by 5. So this becomes 40 by 100. This is 40%, children. One is logical method. Book has used both. Most of the book you will see. Make denominator 100 and see what is the numerator at that time. So when denominator is 100, numerator is not 2. Because 2 into 20, it is 40, and 40% is nothing, children, but 40 upon 100. What is my method 2? Method 2 is what we have, formula method. To bring percent, multiply by 100%. 2 by 5 into 100%. This cancels with 20, so 20 into 2 is 40%. So see, ultimately, children, numerator is multiplied by 20, and that is the answer. This method also, this method also. You get 40%. So here, next one, 19 by 125, I do by formula method, because here to make it 100 for you will be difficult. Okay, so I use formula method to bring percentage. Whenever percentage comes, it comes with 100%. So what happens, you can cancel by 5 also, and you can cancel directly by 25 also. Ultimately you will get 4 by 5. 25 4s are 25 5s are. So this we get, children, as 19 4s are 76 by 5%. So this we have to do in percentage. So this 15 5s are 75. You will get 15. Okay. 1 by 5. 15 5s are 75 plus 1, 76 by 5. So this is how we convert this ratio into a percentage. So here we use both method. Here to convert, you will say, sir, how 125 you can make denominator 100. There is a way, children, but little difficult for you. 125 to make it 100, actually you have to multiply, just I am giving you hint, I am not going to that, 4 by 5. So this will become 25. So we multiply by 4 by 5. Okay, so this becomes your sorry, what I told you, 25 fours are, this will go 25 times denominator is 100, and above, children, you will get 76 by 5. Same thing, children. Okay, and this is nothing but this. So once more, this is little hard for you, 4 by 5. Okay, 4 by 5 will make denominator 100. You multiply same with numerator. I told you this is hard. Therefore, I have done in this method where we bring percent. So kindly pause the video. Then we move on to our last question for part 2 of percentage. In part 3, we will do more difficult sum on percentage. So kindly pause the video and copy. Now we move on to the last part of this video, where question 6 we are going to do 2 questions where, see, percentage we have seen, percentage to fraction or fraction to percent, decimal to percent, and vice versa. So all these 4 things are there: percentage, fraction, decimal, ratio. In question B, we have to change fraction into other 3. Fraction we have to show as percent, as decimal, and as ratio. And in D question, we have got ratio, we have to show in other 3 format. So let us start with question B. First, we have a fraction we want to convert to percentage. There is a logical method also, children. Okay, denominator you make 100. So this is nothing but 76%. Okay, there is method 2 also, children, here. 19 by 25, you multiply, you bring percents here. Recapitulation was here. When a percentage comes, it comes with 100 fours. This also gives you 76%. So we got 76%. Now decimal, children, here 76%. We remove the percentage, we get 100. Second logical method, what we have seen, percentage, when you remove, 100 comes. Don't cancel, children. If you cancel, you will get the ratio. So here what we do, we bring the decimal to this side. Decimal was here, it will come dividing with 100, it will become less. So this becomes 0.76. Okay, as a, sorry, decimal. This will be 0.76. Okay, if you cancel, then it will become ratio. So here what we do, children, I got 76%. I remove percentage, I get 100, and just we shift the decimal. Last one, if you want to see how we get the ratio, what we will do, children, 76 by 100, we cancel in the lowest term. So you will get by 4, you will see 19 by 25. So it is 19 is to 25. Okay, so fraction only here we write it as a ratio. Okay, so both of them are same. Fraction, it is in division form. This is in ratio form. So almost these 2 things are same. We tried to simplify it. Here decimal we have got from percentage, and percentage we have used 2 methods. Either you make denominator 100 or you multiply by 100%. So this is how we do 6B. Kindly pause the video and copy, then we move to the last part. 6B I did, then we will do 6D. So now we move on to the last part of this last question. We have 3:8, children. So fraction, children, it will be 3 by 8. Since it's a ratio, so we make in this. So fraction and ratio, they are very close. Okay, that we have to see. But if it is a mixed fraction, Okay, then we will see what we will do there. So if it is a proper fraction, no problem. Now, so suppose it is your 1 3 by 8. So this will become 8 ones are 8 plus 3, 11 is to 8. So it is 11 by 8 or 11 is to 8. So even if you have a mixed fraction, you convert it to improper fraction and we get like this. Okay, so only difference is that in proper fraction, when numerator is less than denominator, you get the first part of ratio less than second part. But when you have a mixed fraction which is more than 1, okay, with a number, okay, we convert to improper fraction and then we get the first part of ratio more than second part. So remember, in proper fraction, what we get, first part is less than second part in ratio, but when you have mixed fraction, we convert it to improper fraction and first part may be more than second part. So this we got, children. Then the last part we have to, so these two are related if you see, and this two if you see, percentage. So 3 by 8 as a percent I multiply by 100%. So here if you cancel, children, you will get 4, this we will get 50, this again we cancel by 2, we get this. So we get 75 by 2%. If you find it as this improper fraction, as mixed fraction, we get 37 and a half. Okay, 37 and a half or 37.5%. Okay, if you convert this, so for decimal, we got percent, children. Okay, we could have written this 75 by 2. If you do see here how we get in decimal, 3s are 6, 1, 5, 7s are 14, 1, 0. Point will come and 0 will come. So if you see, we get this as 37.5 also. And it's very easy once you get percentage like this to bring it in decimal form. What we do, children, see here 37.5. okay, so we try to use point form to convert it into decimal. When percentage goes, children, 100 comes down, so 100 divided means decimal will come towards the left, it decreases and we get 0.375. Okay, once more let us recapitulate the full thing. So this is a very important table, children, where we have 4 things, they are interrelated to one another. 3 by 8 was given, 3 is to 8, we wrote as 3 by 8 as a fraction. Then I told you, if suppose if this is a mixed fraction, what will happen. Now 3 by 8, then we converted it into percentage. We brought percentage, we got 75 by 2 or 37 and a half. To convert it to decimal, children, better we converted it into a decimal. 37.5, half means 0.5. Because converting this to this you may find it difficult, but converting this decimal, okay, as a percentage into a decimal will be easier, because simply we have to shift the decimal to 2 places to the left. So this is how we do, and there are 2 more parts in this question you can try. So with this we come to the part 2 of our video lesson on percentage. So part 1 was little easy, basic, and here we have done little harder sum where we learned conversion, which is very important for your mathematics lesson in coming classes. So thank you, children, for watching this video lesson.